Hello friends, so in today's class we will solve few questions of fluid statics. So our first question is, a block of iron of mass 7.5 kg and of dimension 12 centimeter into 8 centimeter into 10 centimeter is kept on a tabletop on its base of side 12 centimeter into 8 centimeter. Then we have to calculate thrust, pressure exerted on the tabletop. Here it is given 1 kgf equals to 10 Newton. Okay, so we will draw the block. So here, this is the block. Here length of the block is given 12 centimeter. This width of the block is 8 centimeter. And the height of the block it is given 10 centimeter. Here, this block, here it is on the base side of 12 centimeter into 8 centimeter. That's why I kept like this, 12 centimeter, 8 centimeter is the base area. Now I have to find the thrust. So what is the meaning of thrust? Thrust is normal force. Now here, when you are keeping this block on the table, the normal force will be in vertical upward direction. Normal force will be in vertical upward direction. This normal force is due to what? Is due to the table, because it is in contact with the table. And here the weight of this block is in vertical downward direction. That is what W. So thrust is that normal force N. We will find that N equals to W, because net force in vertical direction is what? N minus W equals to 0. So N equals to W. Then W is what? mg. Correct? So where m is the mass of the block. So what is the mass of the block? It's given 7.5 kg. 7.5 kg into, here g value is what? 9.8 meter per second square. Correct? Now you will get the answer in Newton. Here one thing is given, 1 kgf equals to 10 Newton. What is the meaning of 1 kgf? Just try to understand. 1 kgf means 1 kg weight. 1 kg weight. What is the meaning of this? Means weight of 1 kg mass. That is how much given? 10 Newton. If it's not given 10 Newton, we should take what? 9.8 Newton, because acceleration due to gravity, if it is not given 10, then we should take 9.8. Why? Because acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meter per second square. So here 1 kg weight is what? 10 Newton. Correct? So same way here 7.5 kg weight, if I am writing, that is what? 75 Newton, because here if g value is not given, then you should take it as a 9.8, but in the question it is mentioned here 10 Newton 1 kgf. So here I will directly write it is 7.5 kgf. It can be written as 75 Newton. So this is the answer for first question. First question is what? Thrust. So first question is thrust. So thrust is what? 75 Newton. Okay. Next question is pressure exerted on the tabletop. What is the pressure? Thrust per unit area. Okay. So B is thrust. Pressure is what? Thrust by area. Thrust by area. Okay. Now what is the base area? 8 centimeter into 12 centimeter, because the pressure acting on the base area only. Why? Because this base is on the table. So here thrust is what? 75 Newton. And area is what? 8 into 12, but it is in centimeter. So you can convert in meter square. So here 8 into 12 into 1 centimeter square means 1 centimeter square. When you will convert in meter square, it will be 10 to power minus 2 whole square. It will be what? 10 to power minus 4 meter square. Because in 1 centimeter 10 to power minus 2 meter. So in 1 centimeter square it will be 10 to power minus 4 meter square. So it will be written as 10 to power minus 4 Newton per meter square. So final answer, you will solve this 75 by 8 into 12 into 10 to power 4 Pascal. This is your answer for second question. Clear? Okay, we'll go for the next question. So next question is, figure shows a container filled with a liquid of density rho. Density of the liquid is given rho. 4 points A, B, C, D lie on the vertices of a vertical square. This is the vertical square. Point A and C lie on the vertical line. A and C in the vertical line. This is in one vertical line. Correct? And points B and D lies on the horizontal line. This is the same horizontal line. Correct? Then choose the correct statement about the pressure at the 4 points. Just try to understand. Here, D and B, as they are on the same vertical line, so their depth from the surface, from the free surface, will be same. Let it is H, then this is also H. And here A is at H1 depth from the free surface and C is at H2 depth from the free surface. And as we know that pressure is rho GH. Pressure is rho GH. So here liquid density rho, acceleration due to gravity G. So these two values are fixed. Now what is changing? H is changing. That means pressure will be directly proportional to depth. That means the point that will be at more depth will have more pressure. So here you can see D and B at the same depth. It means the pressure at point D and pressure at point B will be equal. So pressure at point D and pressure at point B will be equal. Okay. But here one more thing. What is the pressure at A? H1 depth. So H1 is smaller than all depth. So pressure at A is smaller than all the pressure. All the different points when you see P, B, C, D, then because point A is at depth H1, that is smaller than other depth, so point A having the minimum pressure. So here which option should be correct? So PA will have minimum pressure, correct? PB equals to PD and PC having maximum pressure. Why? Because PC, the C point, is maximum depth, that is H2 from the free surface. So option B is the correct option. Okay. We'll go for the next question. So next question is, a metal cube of side 5 centimeter and density 7.9 gram per centimeter cubic centimeter is suspended by a thread and is immersed completely in a liquid of density 1.1 gram per cc. Find the weight of the cube, the upthrust on the cube and the tension in the thread. So first we will draw the figure according to the question. So here I will draw this. It is given a metal cube of side A and density 7.9 gram per cc. Here density of the cube it is given. What? It is 7.9 gram per cc. Now one thing you should understand, 1 gram per cc means 1000 kg per meter cube. 1 gram per cc means 10 to the power 3 kg per meter cube. Correct? It means 7.9. It is what? 7.9. It is 7.9. So we can write it as a 7.9 into 10 to the power 3 kg per meter cube. This is what density of the cube, correct? Now its side length is given 5 centimeter. A is given 5 centimeter. So area will be what? We have to find, volume will be what? Volume will be 5 centimeter whole cube, because side length of a cube is A. So volume is what? A cube. So 5 centimeter cube, it can be written as 125 centimeter cube. So now you will convert it. It can be written as 125 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter cube. Now you will ask why I am finding volume. See here, we are solving the question of what? Fluid statics. In that, definitely buoyant force we have to find, upthrust we have to find. So in that case, volume of the submerged part of what? Because here in the question it is already given that this cube is completely immersed inside the liquid. So we should know how much volume of that object that is immersed inside the liquid. That's why I am finding here what? Volume. So here volume will be 125 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter cube. Okay. So this is what? Density. This is volume. Okay, and here one more thing it is given, density of the liquid. So density of the liquid will be, it is given here 1.1 gram per cc, and you know 1 gram per cc is what, 10 power 3 kg per meter cube. So it will be 1.1 into 10 to power 3 kg per meter cube. Okay, so whatever data it is given, I have just written those all the values. Now I will use these values to find out unknown terms. So here what is given, find these all the given terms. Now I have to find the weight of the cube. So here according to question I will draw the figure. A metal cube of side 5 centimeter, density 7.9 gram per cc is suspended by a thread and is immersed completely in the liquid. Okay, so suspended by a thread and completely immersed in a liquid like this. It is completely immersed in a liquid like this. Okay. Now first we have to find the weight of the cube. So weight is what, mg. Weight equals to what, mg. Weight equals to mg. We know weight equals to mg. But here mass of the cube it is given, not given. Here density of the cube it is given, and the volume of the cube we find it already. So we can find the mass. We can find mass of cube. Correct. So mass of the cube is what? Density of the cube into volume of the cube, because density equals to mass by volume. So mass equals to density into volume. So density of the cube into volume of the cube. Okay. So what is the density of the cube? So density of the cube we find it already, 7.9 into 10 to the power 3. 7.9 into 10 to the power 3 into, what is the volume? Volume of the cube 125 into 10 to the power minus 6. 125 into 10 to the power minus 6. Correct. So when you will multiply this 7.9 into 125 into 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 10 to the power minus 3 kg, this will be the what? This will be the mass of the cube. So the first answer will be this one. This is the first answer, weight of the cube. Now we have find it only mass. So weight we have to find mg. Weight is what? Mg. So what we will do here, g value it is given 10. So we will multiply here 7.9 into what? 125 into 10 to the power minus 3 into g value is what? 10. So finally we will get 7.9 into 125 into 10 to the power minus 2 Newton. This will be your answer for first question. Correct. Now we will go for the second question. What is the second question? The upthrust on the cube. So what is the upthrust? Buoyant force. What is the buoyant force? Volume immersed into density of the liquid into g. So here we will find upthrust. So upthrust buoyant force will be what? So here I will draw the figure again. Here the cube, and here the liquid, it is completely immersed inside the liquid. So buoyant force, that is acting vertically upward direction, upthrust acting vertically upward direction, V immersed into density of the liquid into G. Now you have seen in the question already it is given, it is completely immersed. So complete volume. So here complete volume is what? 125 into 10 to the power minus 6. And density of the liquid. Density of the liquid is what? 1.1 gram per cc. That is what? 1.1 into 10 to the power 3. So here what will I write? Volume immersed, that is what? 125 into 10 to the power minus 6. Correct? Density of the liquid 1.1 into 10 to the power 3 into G value, it is what? 10. Okay. So when you will multiply this, 125 into 1.1 into 10 to the power 4 into 10 to the power minus 6, it will be 10 to the power minus 2 Newton. This will be the upthrust acting on the cube in vertical upward direction. Now what is the next question? The tension in the thread. What is the tension in the thread? So see here, we will draw the FBD for that. FBD means how many forces acting on this. We will draw it and we will find the tension here. So see here, it is suspended by a string, so tension will act vertical upward direction. Just try to understand that string, wherever the string is connected, string always pull. So here the object is here, so here string will pull it, so vertical upward direction tension will act. The string will apply the force on this block in vertical upward direction. Buoyancy, it means upthrust always acting vertical upward direction. Weight, vertical downward direction. So here, because this is the balanced condition, so I will take all the forces and net force value will be 0. So here can I write by FBD T in vertical upward direction, FB also vertical upward direction, minus W net force, because this is what equilibrium condition. So F net is what? F net equals to 0. In equilibrium condition, what happens? F net force equals to 0. So this is the net force, and this net force will be 0. It means what will be the tension? Tension can be written as W minus FB. We already find it weight here. We already find it weight. What is the weight? 7.9 into 125 into 10 power minus 2. 7.9 into 125 into 10 power minus 2 minus FB. What is FB? 125 into 1.1. 125 into 1.1 into 10 power minus 2. After subtraction, you will get the result. I am not doing the calculation. That is your part. You just do it. I solve this question. Whatever the steps we should use, I use that. Final answer you can do by the calculation. Just do it by yourself. Now next question is, a solid weighs 50 GF in air. A solid weighs what? 50 GF, gram force. What is the GF? Gram force in air. Where GF is gram force. Okay. And 44 GF when completely immersed in water. Okay. When it is immersed in water, that same solid, when it is immersed in water, that apparent weight, it is what? 44 GF. Okay. You have to calculate upthrust, volume of the solid, and the relative density of the solid. Then how to solve this question? Just try to understand. Here, solid weighs 50 GF in air. It means what? In air, if solid, we are weighing solid, it is giving what? Actual weight. So actual weight of the solid is what? V actual. Sorry, weight actual. Weight actual is what? Weight actual is 50 GF. 50 GF. Correct? Now one thing you should understand, that how to convert GF in what? Gram force in Newton. So first you should know 1 gram force. As we already discussed in this video, 1 kilogram force means what? Weight of 1 kg mass. That is how much? 1 kg, m into g, 1 kg into 9.8. That is how much? 9.8 Newton. Same way, 1 GF means what? Weight of 1 gram mass. So here 50 GF is there. So we will convert it into what? Newton form. So how will I convert it? So just try to understand. 1 gram force means weight of 1 gram mass. 1 gram weight we can also see. So 1 gram means what? 1 by 1000 kg. 1 gram means what? 1 by 1000 kg. Okay. And 9.8 I can write. If you want to take G value here, just I consider G value is 10 meter per second square. If it is not given, you should take always 9.8. But here I consider it is 10 meter per second square to make our calculation easier. So if I will take 10 meter per second square, so this 0 will cancel out. This will be 1 by 100. 1 by 100 kg meter per second square. That is what? Newton. 1 by 100 Newton. Okay, so 1 gram force means what? 1 by 100 Newton. When I will take G is what? 10 meter per second square. I just converted into Newton. 1 gram force I converted into Newton. Same way, if I will write 50 GF, 50 GF, what is the meaning of 50 GF? 50 into 1 by 100, that is what? 1 by 2 Newton. Correct? And same way 44 GF, 44 GF, 44 by 100, 44 by 100 Newton. Correct? Now I just converted in Newton because I have to do calculation here. So that's why I want answer in SI form. So just I converted this all the values. Now here I have to find what? Upthrust. So you know that it is completely immersed. So here upthrust is buoyant force, and we know buoyant force is what? V immersed, because it is completely immersed, so total volume we will take. So V immersed into density of the liquid. We should take what? Density of the liquid in which we are immersing the object. So here density of the liquid into V rho into G, correct? Now V immersed. Okay, so here we are completely immersing the what? This solid object. So we have to find what is the volume of this object. So weight we know. What we know? Weight. And solid weight we know. Okay, and we know 44 GF when completely immersed in water. So here we don't know volume, so how will we do? See here, we know this is the buoyancy force acting, so we can write W apparent is what? W actual minus FB. Why? Because when I will completely immerse the object, so buoyancy force will act upward direction, actual weight in downward direction. So what is the apparent weight here? This is what? W minus FB. The apparent will reduce. Why? Because of buoyancy. You can feel it whenever you take any object, any heavy object inside the water. If you are playing, if you are going in a pool, okay, swimming pool, and just take any heavy object, it is easy to lift in the what? Pool. Why? Because there is water is there, so that water will apply the buoyancy force. So because buoyancy force is there, so the buoyancy force supports you to lift it. Okay, so because of buoyancy force, the apparent weight, you will feel whatever the weight you are feeling the object, now it will become less. So that's why apparent weight is what? Actual weight minus FB. Now what is the actual weight? 50 GF. Okay, that I converted 1 by 2 Newton. Apparent weight is what? 44 GF. Depth is what? 44 by 100. So we can find FB from here. So what is the FB value? FB value is what? From here, W apparent, sorry, FB we can write here, W actual minus W apparent. Now W actual is what? W actual is 50 GF, that is 1 by 2 minus W apparent is what? 44 by 100 Newton. 44 by 100. This much Newton. You will get FB. Means what? Upthrust. And we have to find upthrust. So this is the answer of first question. Now what is the volume of the solid? See here, FB is what? V immersed into density of the liquid into G. And here we are using water. Liquid is what? Water. So density of the liquid is already given. This is what? Density of the liquid. It is given 1000 kg per meter cube. G, it is what? I already took, it is 10 meter per second square. So what is the V immersed? We can find from here or not? Because this two value we know. Density of liquid we know, that is what? 1000 kg per meter cube. G we know, that is what? 10 meter per second square. So from here we can find V immersed. Okay, so put the value, will get the value of volume of the solid, because it is completely immersed. Yes, we cannot find when it will be given some part of the solid is immersed, so that time we cannot find by using this formula. But here in the question it is given that it's completely immersed. That time we will get immersed volume is nothing but the complete volume of the solid. So second answer we will find. Now third one is the relative density of the solid. What is the relative density of the solid? Density of solid divided by density of water. So here density of solid, how will you find? If you will get V immersed, for example, you are getting V immersed, okay, and mass you can find out, because weight you know, weight actually is what? 50 GF. So 50 GF is 1 by 2 Newton. So weight equals to mg. Now you see, weight equals to mg. Weight equals to mg. Now you know weight. Weight is what? 1 by 2 Newton. So weight is 1 by 2 Newton. M you don't know. G value is 10. So what is the mass? 1 by 20 kg. 1 by 20 kg. Now mass is what? Density equals to mass by volume. So mass equals to density into volume. So density of solid into volume. and volume is nothing but the total volume because it is immersed. So whatever we will find, that is the total volume. So volume we will find from second, and then 1 by 20 I will write. Now density of solid I will get from here 1 by 20 V. And now what I have to find? Relative density. So relative density is nothing but density of solid divided by density of water. Density of solid you will find from here, and density of water we already know, that is what? 1000 kg per meter cube given in the question. Okay. Now we will go for the next question. See here, I am not solving question. I am just giving you what? Hint, and I am giving each and every step. Now it's your work. Just go through that and you solve this. Okay. Why? Because once you will solve this, then only you will understand the concept. It's not only just I will solve, I will give all the values. You just go through that. Here I given all the concepts step by step, and then after you have to just you have to write this, and then you will solve, you will get the answer. Okay. We'll go for next problem. Here next problem is a body of mass 3.5 kg displaces a 1000 centimeter cube of water when fully immersed inside it. Okay. So a body of mass 3.5 kg, it displaces how much volume? 1000 centimeter cube volume. Okay. Then calculate the volume of the body. We know according to Archimedes principle, any body when you will immerse, it displaces the volume that is equals to the volume of the body. Clear? For example, I am keeping one object having volume V inside what? Water. So it will displace the water equals to the volume of what? The body volume. So here how much water volume get displaced? 1000 centimeter cube. It means the body volume is also what? 1000 centimeter cube, because total body we completely immersing inside the liquid. So here the first question answer is here volume of body is nothing but 1000 centimeter cube. Why? Because it is completely immersed, and whenever any object is immersed, it will displace equal amount of volume of water. Okay, so here because it is displacing 1000 centimeter cube of water, it means that the body also having volume of what? 1000 centimeter cube. So here first answer will be 1000 centimeter cube. Now second one is what? The upthrust on the body. So upthrust means buoyant force. Upthrust is what? V immersed into rho of liquid into G. Now V immersed how much? 1000 centimeter cube. 1000 centimeter cube. Okay, centimeter cube. Density of water, because it is what? Water, 1 gram per cc. 1 gram centimeter cube. Correct. Into G value. We will write G value here 9.8 into 10 centimeter per second square. Correct. So centimeter cube will cancel out, and then you will solve, you will get the buoyant force. If you want to convert, you convert in what? Newton also. How will you convert in Newton? No need to write this in the form of what? Centimeter per second square. You just write 1000 here. Correct. Volume immersed 1000, and gram you convert in kg, 1 by 1000. Correct. And G value, if you want to take 9.8 you take. Okay. So this will cancel out. The answer will be 9.8 Newton. If you want to keep it in the centimeter, that means as CGS form, then you will get the answer in dyne. And here you are getting the answer in what? Newton, 9.8 Newton. I just converted gram into what? Kg. And 9.8 meter per second square I will keep. This value I will keep what? 9.8 meter per second square only. Then I will get the answer in what? Newton. That is what? 9.8 Newton. So this is what? Buoyant force. Now third one is apparent weight of the body. So we just discussed that apparent weight is what? W apparent is what? Actual weight. W actual minus buoyant force. So W actual is what? 3.5 into G minus buoyant force is what? 9.8. That is how much? G only. Magnitude is G only. Okay. So you can write in the way here 9.8. Then it is what? You will take common 3.5 minus 1. because G value is what here. If I will take G value 9.8, then here 9.8 I will take common, so final it will be 2.5 into 9.8, correct? So this will be, you will multiply, you will get the answer in Newton.